Welcome to the PharmaSource podcast. We're joined by Bruce Vielle, a seasoned industrial business leader who's about to make significant waves in the European CDMO landscape. Most recently known for his role as president and CEO of Synerlab, Bruce is here today to announce the launch of Meribel, an ambitious new CDMO powerhouse backed by Blue Wolf Capital Partners. This interview comes out a couple of weeks before the official unveiling at CDMO Live, and gives our listeners a first comprehensive look at the strategy that's behind this significant new entrant to the European pharma manufacturing sector. Bruce, it's a pleasure to welcome you to the podcast today.
My pleasure, sir.
So we're excited to celebrate the launch of Meribel as a new CDMO. Could you introduce us to this new venture and explain how Blue Wolf's acquisition of Recipharm sites and Synerlab has created the opportunity, please?
Meribel Pharma Solutions is the result of the 2024, end of 2024, let's say, the merger between the carve-out of Recipharm and Synerlab, so backed by Blue Wolf Capital Partners. And we've combined these two solid legacy into a new agile CDMO with a unique focus, high added value, small and medium scale production. So this is really our focus, and we observe that between these two parts, there is a lot of synergies and cultural fit, let's say, to build this new CDMO in the market.
And so it brings together 7 production sites from Recipharm across Sweden, France, and Spain, as well as Synerlab.
Yes, correct. So we are in 3 countries: Sweden, France, and Spain, with 13 sites. And among these 13 sites, there is 3 specialized in development area and 10 in manufacturing area.
It's exciting times. As the new incoming CEO for this new venture, how has your experience prepared you for building this new CDMO? Because I always think that caretaking an existing business is very different to launching one. What's it been like for you, this process?
This is really our first target and the challenge for 2025. Because in 2024 we made this merger happen, and now in 2025 we have the challenge to first bring the company under a single vision, building our culture, integrating system, aligning our operations, and our focus is also on accelerating investment in some high added value process that we have, such as sterile multi-doses, for example, lyophilized products, expanding our development services to follow the growth of our customer, and reinforcing also our role as a premium partner for small and medium-sized pharma and biotech companies. So there is always in such a kind of integration a strong focus on people, and we really want to bring all the people exciting around this transformation and this merger. And there is also a strong topic around the systems, because we need to proceed to the carve-out and to integrate everything. And also we don't want to lose time and really to follow the growth of our customer in the main domain of expertise that we have.
Yeah. On the system integration piece, incredibly complex area, particularly when you've got various different existing QMS systems and you're trying to pull it all together into a single view. What approach are you taking to that, and how will clients be able to benefit from the digital technologies you're implementing?
I think it's a very important question, because I feel that one trend of the market today is to have customer and partners, let's say, untangled together in the same, in the same systems, in order to be more agile. And our target today is to integrate each single 13 sites around single systems and powerful system. So whatever it is, the ERP, the EQMS, LIMS, CRM or HRIS, which will be our main base, let's say. And we really want to have some premium tools at the group level in order to serve the customer as best as we can.
So the aim would be to get everything onto one system, one common infrastructure.
Yeah, correct. We want to have centralized system to permit us to manage the group and each single activity in a real time. This is our, let's say, long-term target.
What are the key manufacturing capabilities that you believe will distinguish Meribel from others in the space? Presumably, I suppose, with your expertise in lyophilization and sterile liquid formulations. I mean, what do you see the market opportunity for those capabilities to be?
Yes, so in fact, first of all, we have a base of dry forms, powder sachets and sticks, and semi-solids, which are not for us commodities, but really that's our specialties. And this base will permit us to grow in the three niche markets that are, first of all, the development activities. And we have three pure player sites, let's say, in development today in the Meribel network, two in Sweden and one in France. And we want to offer the possibility to produce some technical batches to our customer, clinical batches also, phase 1, phase 2, and also phase 3, and developing some capabilities in a sterile product, as we did 2 years ago. We obtained a certificate in 2023. And we want to extend this capacity to lyophilization also, to permit to create a link with our production sites. So there is a strong focus on development area, and we will accept, let's say, to develop product even if it will not be produced in our site at the end. So we want really to develop strongly the D of the CDMO in Meribel Pharma Solutions. And also we have two other expertise, let's say. One in sterile multi-doses preservative-free, nasal spray and eye drops. We really are a pure player on it, and we are just launching right now, finishing the validation batches on a new eye drop line. So with a roughly 25 million units available. So and we already have a lot of orders from some customers. So because this is the demand is high. And the third domain is lyophilization. We have roughly in our network 20 freeze dryers, non-sterile and sterile one, from lab scale to 35 square meter, let's say. And the idea is also to extend this capacity to continue to follow the growth of our customer. We have two specialties on this freeze drying area. One, this is quite classical injectable product. And another one, it is more non-sterile product where we are able to develop long cycle time, let's say, for strain, and we are even able to maintain strains alive during the cycle. So, and this is the third domain, let's say, lyophilization we want to invest on.
Of those three different areas, which do you see there being the most growth potential? Which of those three are the ones that you're going to put more investment in and build more capacity around?
I think that's one we want to push more is probably the sterile multi-doses market on eye drops and nasal spray. We see that, for example, there is a lot of new developments. The market is growing due to the screen, to pollution, to the age of the population. And regarding preservative-free, we see also that in Europe, we are much more in advance than the US. So the US market will be launched also soon. So we see a strong potential in this market. And we see also that between sterile multi-doses and unidose market, there is some synergies. And the unidose market is more, let's say, mature than the multi-dose one. So we expect to have big growth in this market.
You mentioned the United States there. Have you got any plans further down the line to expand into the US market?
Yeah, so we have many plants FDA approved for a couple of products in Meribel, whatever in lyophilization for the sterile multidoses. Our site is ready also, and for many other sites, we are FDA approved.
Great. In terms of the customers that you work with, how have existing customers responded to all of the change which is happening? Are they happy to work with you as you progress into your new organization?
The first approach and the first reaction of the customer is really positive
Good.
to see a new players enter into the market and building this new CDMO. Also, we are supported by a strong investors, Blue Wolf Capital Partners, that really has the target to invest a lot in our sites in order to permit us to be a kind of premium with a lot of humility, of course, premium CDMO, because a lot of survey that we did with the customer shows that they are waiting for higher level of quality and higher level of service. And so to achieve this level, we believe that we need to invest strongly first in our people, but also in our systems to permit to achieve a high level of service. So the first response to the first contact that we had with the customer are really positive. Now this is the results in the
Yes.
next few months and few years that really will demonstrate that we are in the right path. Yeah.
I imagine that the first thought for any customer would just be making sure nothing changes for them, or if there's any changes, it's only going to be an improvement, that they still get their slots and the capacity going forwards.
Yeah, so this is the first topic with me in such a kind of transformation is to guarantee them that we will continue at least to deliver at the same level of service that we have today, and then we have a promise behind that is to improve this level of service. But in this transformation phase, we want to be very close to our customer and demonstrate that we are able to continue to deliver at the same pace, same level of deliveries and quality. Yeah.
What's your operational philosophy, if I could call it that, as you're going in to head up this new company? You've obviously got, long experience in running manufacturing operations. What do you see as being your sort of leadership priorities as you go into this next phase?
In fact, we have the desire and the ambition to deploy operational excellence through all our sites. We have a couple of sites with that has a very strong and a very high level of expertise in lean manufacturing, and the idea is to build on this site and to transfer the best practices in the other sites. But the idea is really to have one single way to produce and methodology around a lean approach. Yeah.
And how does talent fit in within that? I mean, you mentioned earlier that having the right people is so important to this. How are you planning to acquire and develop talent?
We already have through our network a lot of talents and people that are doing an amazing job. So the idea is to try to promote these people as much as we can internally. So making a succession plan and managing talent throughout the network. And when we are lacking some competencies to recruit externally. And we made a kind of bet with the global organization to say, okay, so we are an international company. And for us, what it is important is to acquire talents wherever they are. Because today, with all the systems that we have, it is, let's say, easy to communicate. And if we estimate that the best in quality is based in Germany, for example, let's recruit him and we will learn to work as a network altogether. So this is the bet that we are doing today.
So to paraphrase then, so someone with the right talent and expertise is more important than being near the facility, using the advantages of remote working.
Yeah, correct. This is what we are doing. Yeah.
What role will environmental sustainability play in the operations? I mean, how are you embedding sustainability into the new company?
So sustainability is a key topic. First of all, it's a key topic for all the people that are in the company, and I can see every day that they have concern about the planet, and they want to live in a company taking care about this topic. So this is a motivational topic for all the company. And on the other side, also, we have, as a company, a responsibility in our territories, in our countries, to limit the impact that we have. So of course, we are this year working on our non-financial reports. We are working on a platform to calculate our carbon footprint and taking some actions to reduce this impact that we have in our environment. We are targeting also to have some EcoVadis certification. So we already have a few plants that have this certification, and we plan to extend it in all our sites. We are working on savings on energies, for example, and really we want to work closely as a partner with our customer on early stage development to permit them to have this reduction concept from the beginning of each product. For us, in fact, we want to be part of the solution, not just ticking the ESG box.
What would you say your top priorities are going to be for the first year of operations? Any particular initiatives or investments which we might see in the near future?
The first big priority for me is to succeed in terms of people disintegration. So this is, we are all working all together, and if people feel comfortable with our project, it will be the first stone of our success. So we are working, trying to communicate on our new brand, communicate on our vision, communicate on our strategy, and let people also express what they want and participate to this journey and transformation. So I think that it is really one first priority. The second priority is about our systems because we are coming from a carve-out from Recipharm. We have a couple of sites isolated, and we need to harmonize everything and to have some single system and let's say centralized system. And the third topic, this year we plan to make some market analysis and to invest on these three domains that I already mentioned, which are development, sterile multi-doses, and lyophilisation. Because we see that the demand of the market is very high. There is a lot of demand from our customers that are asking, okay, are you willing to invest? Do you want to invest? How much you will invest, and when you will have the new lines? And we need to give them their answer this year. So this is the target.
You can't do everything at once, clearly.
So we will prioritize with the customer that are able to commit also with us on volumes. So it will be a discussion that we will have with them, and to select the first one we will invest on.
What's your sense generally in terms of the market at the moment? Are you feeling that there's confidence at the moment going into 2025, 26 for manufacturing?
I'm always confident because I have great teams. And I know that there is some cycles. Sometimes we have some crisis, etc. But when we have the good team, when we are all working as one single team, we can do a lot of things. So for that, I'm always confident. After what we observe is that the regulatory level and the requirements are higher and higher every year. So we have the challenge of Annex 1. And I'm very happy because all the sites are in a good trend and a very good level. And so what I observe, this is the requirement of the customer that is very high, and we need to follow them in fact. So in terms of delivery and in terms of quality. So this is our target to be closer and closer to our customer and from their requirements.
Yep. Is there one market trend in particular that you think people should have front of mind, whether that's rising modalities, or we're in a year now of trade tariffs, geopolitical issues, all of which have the potential to impact European manufacturing? Are there any particular issues that you're thinking about more than others?
We think that the trend is more and more through specialization, and we want to develop our expertise in our domain of excellence to be closer and closer to our customer, and we are working and we want to work on high added value products, high added value processes, working on a very early stage with our customer to be able to deliver with them the right solution. And I think that really we are not Meribel Pharma Solutions is not a subcontractor. We are more a partnership, a partner to our customer, to help them to grow in our domain of expertise.
Thank you, Bruce. One final question. What excites you most personally about leading this new venture?
It is people on one side, and this is technology on the other side. So what motivates me a lot is to bring all the team, the 2,000 people that we have around a single project, and bring them to success, bring them to deliver better the market for all the patients, for our customers, and make finally the life of our customer and our patient easier. And we really want to rise the level of the CDMO world, ideally speaking, and this is what exciting me so a lot. And on the other side, because I am engineer, this is technologies, and we really have some strong technologies, some domain of expertise in lyophilisation. We spoke about development, about sterile multi-doses, but others also that are quite interesting, and really investing in these technologies. Also, I can feel a great excitement in the company and from myself also. So these two pillars, let's say people and technologies, is what is exciting me a lot. Yeah.
Fantastic. Bruce, great speaking to you today, and looking forward to hearing more at CDMO Live in May.
Yes, it will be a pleasure. Nice to see you.
Thank you very much for your time. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Experience the future of contract manufacturing at CDMO Live 2025. Join us at the World Trade Centre Rotterdam on May the 7th and 8th, 2025 for an exclusive event that brings together the sharpest minds in biopharma outsourcing. For 2 days filled with market insights, best practices and partnering. So head to cdmolive.com to download the agenda and to book your ticket.